The world is currently undergoing a weird phase. Despite many years full of experience and lessons related to them, there are still a lot of issues that remain a mystery for us and cannot be solved by many generations of people whose legacies consisted of worries, anxieties, and remembrance of past events, from which wisdom cannot be gained. It was the wisdom like storm in a teacup, which rightfulness is very well known, but what if they do not represent real solutions for real troubles? How many times had the world seen the clumsiness of mankind at the crossroads of history? These thoughts, and especially these questions, appeared in my head not so long ago. It was during the auction of old postcards that I was struck by. The postcards presented European cities from the past. Every one of them was charming, yet none of them stood out from the norm of presenting the world on postcards, which was an invitation to visit them. Maybe I would not have decided to write this speech without seeing one of the illustrations that in an unexpected way stole my sleep the other night. It was an inconspicuous black and white photo of Paris taken before World War I. However, after looking closely, the postcard was not portraying romantic streets of the City of Light, but flooded alleys and people trying to move around on wooden footbridges. This side interested me because it was not showing the stereotype of that metropolis, and I found that view strangely current. The feeling did not abandon me, so I decided to find out more on the topic, and after reading about the Great Flood of Paris in 1910, I linked that event with the latest outpouring of the Seine that took place earlier this year. I instantly thought about those events as an allegory of the modern world, which is a place full of repetitive, incomprehensible patterns, like the scraps of paper that folded give out the whole but extreme chaotic integrity. Instantly, every social change, every event and phenomenon that had happened for the last 100 years came to my mind. Those thoughts were not given any answers, but yet generated another questions about the human situation in the past and present. Maybe people evolved, the possibilities developed, but the time remained the same. The lack of answers for any of my questions made me frustrated until I realized one simple truth. Humanity has been at the crossroads for ages now. It is tested by Mother Nature, fortune, and even its own members from the beginning. The course of history, just as flooding on descended, is destroying people's illusions about the world around them. It forces them to act. Human with a blocked way to normal life that he is accustomed to starts to build footbridges and tries to survive disasters and unfavorable conditions. He defends himself from the dangers, despite his fears and against his instincts. He knows that he must go on with his life without a break. Thanks to our inventions, we have an opportunity to survive even the biggest cataclysms, such as pandemic, global warming, or worldwide crisis of human rights validation. Every day we come across dozens, hundreds of people who do not know that their lives are meaningful. They do not know that everyone can change something in their lives and in the lives of others, and it's not their role only to accept the experience and paper fantasies about the future made by their parents and grandparents. These role models for upcoming days and sticking to them are the only chances for choosing a proper path at the